My name's Michael J. Long, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Well, good morning, anyways. Look, I'm not buying this 2012, the end of the world, the deal. First off, let me explain. I know a lot of people out there go, well, December 21st, 2012 is the end of the world. But Y2K was supposed to be the end of the world. And 666 in 2006 was supposed to be the end of the world. And 2011 was supposed to be the end of the world. And 1940 was supposed to be the end of the world. So how do you define when the end of the world is going to be? Well, if you look at the Bible and the book of Revelations, and you look at various statistics apart from that, and this is in accordance with the Bible and in accordance with that. Not that I believe or don't believe what the Bible says, but that it says that man will never know the time or season of when the world will end, just that it will happen at a given place at a given time period. We don't know when that's going to be. And I don't want to beat the drum on that. But I doubt very seriously that it's going to be 2012. But I will tell you something else about 2012. Apart from the millions of ways that the world could end through Mother Nature or through mankind. And that is, we could have a new commander-in-chief in the near future, or as president-elect as president-elect in that 2012 time period, if my calculations are right. And that's to say that, suppose Ron Paul, who is running for president right now, and he's running off in the primaries with the GOP amongst all other candidates. But suppose that Ron Paul actually wins the Republican nomination. Well, if he does, there's no doubt that even if Obama wins the Democratic primary, which he is because the liberals love him, he's going to have to go up against Ron Paul if Ron Paul wins the Republican primaries, because that's going to make him the Republican nominee or candidate to run against Obama. And there's no way that Obama can ever compete against Ron Paul. There's just no way that Obama can compete against Ron Paul. Give or take, if my calculations are right and my predictions are right, and that's to say that Ron Paul is going to win the primaries and win the general elections on both the popular vote and the electorate. I could be wrong, and he may end up losing. But if I'm right, and he's already gaining in the polls and all that, so if my calculations are right, then we could end up with a new commander-in-chief who, if you believe in his ideology, is going to give us freedom and liberty, prosperity, by reducing the size of the federal government to its constitutional foundation, and by getting us on track to where we rightfully belong. But we're going to also have to do our part by electing those in Congress that can work with him and all that. But it's time we start seeing the bright side of things instead of the negative things. Oh, the world's going to end in 2012. Oh my God, an asteroid's going to come and destroy the world. It's fear-mongering. And just like, oh, this Ron Paul, oh, he ain't going to win and this and that. Oh my God, 2012 is going to happen and the world's going to end. Technically speaking, we don't know when the world's going to end. But I think it's time we start looking on the positive side of things and not necessarily the negative side of things. It is once written in the with the Mayans, with the Mayans, and various tribes in what is today, in various Indian tribes in what is today Mexico, have predicted that 2012 will also be a time for a new beginning. This could be Ron Paul and his eventual victory, if I'm right, could be what they mean by a new beginning. But of course, people misinterpret 2012 or somehow believe that 2012 is going to be the end of the world. But then there's also speculations that it's going to end in 2013, in 2014, in 2015. Hey, you know, if you believe in Obama's ideology, there's a good possibility Obama could win. There's a good possibility that Michelle Bachmann might win. But you know what? I don't believe in Michelle Bachmann. And I don't really like Michelle Bachmann too much because she's more of a globalist. And I think apart from that, I think we should be more concerned about the New World Order and the One World Government and how to fight against all that in a more profound way, if in fact that's true about the globalists, as opposed to standing out and doing nothing about it. We shouldn't have to shoot rifles, and I don't think we have to do that at this point. We could do what Gandhi did and use peaceful resistance, non-violent resistance, which I think can make a huge impact against the globalists and the One World Order guys. Anyways, my name's Michael J. Long, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.